Hey, hey, that's Buster. Yes, it is. That is Buster. And here we are. I still can't pronounce it. Iqaluit? Iqaluit. Iqaluit. And we're in the Canadian territory of Nunavut? Nunavut. Like, we're having none of it. Probably pronouncing that one wrong too. Oh, look at the snow on the ground. So, yeah. Came in here, it was snowing last night. Figured, you know what? This is as good a place to park as any. We just got some full service gas. It's time to go to Greenland. We got a little bit of a hike. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now I could see some mountains. Not mountains, but I could just definitely see it out there, why we had to come in at 4,700 feet. Looks like we'll be taking off from the north again. I could see the windsock. So we've refueled. So we have, yep, we have 1,212 pounds. That's Buster's food. You awake, Buster? Okay. Oh, not that much. That's me, that's Buster, and that's our life raft, which we are going to need today. Hopefully not need, but we need to have in the aircraft. Let's put it that way. Need to have it in the aircraft. We are leaving Canada, folks. And here's our route. And then from Nuuk, I guess it's Nuuk, I'm gonna go to Iceland. Wow. Wow. Here we go. So it's not many, just 2 waypoints. Yeah. Moskva and Klavi. We'll take a look at the flight planning in the air, but yeah, looks pretty good. We got the sun out. Sun out. Okay. Probably pretty cold still. Let's go ahead and we did not turn the sim off, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's see where some of the instruments are and see if our shutdown procedure did well. Okay, here we go. Let's do pre-flight inspection. Brake on. Gear is down. Go ahead and turn the battery on. We got 3 green, 23 on the bat volts. Full tank here. Full tip tanks there. 28 degrees. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn off the battery. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and take a look around the aircraft. It's interesting. No snow, no frost, no ice. Okay. Trim. You see the trim on the elevator is somewhat set. See it? Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see it down here, right? So let's just put it to neutral. Let's go outside. There it is. Although I thought we had to have the electricity on to set the trims. Maybe not, because it's a wheel. So we used the manual wheel, so that's good. Okay. Yep. Alright, before start engine, parking brake set, landing gear is down. Let's go. Let's get in there, Buster. Circuit breakers are all in. Circuit breakers are all in. We got 39 hours in this aircraft. Let's go along the top. Everything needs to be off. It is down and dump. Push the mixtures forward. Let's go ahead and open up our cowl flaps. Did not do that last night on taxi. Trims look to be all neutral, and then we have a few selectors are on. Our static is closed. How are we doing on the bottom row? Bottom row is looking good. Dump. Okay, we're good. Avionics switch is off. Let's make sure whether radar is off. Good. Alright, avionics is off. Let's go ahead and flip the battery and get the masters on. We're reading bus volts at 23, so the battery is looking pretty good. Let's get the lights on. Annunciators. Do fuel boost on low. Yep, we hear it. How's the CO test? Good. ELT. Oh. Nope. Okay, we're good. So the ELT is looking good. All right. We're not going to turn the cabin heat quite yet. Let's go ahead and get the engines on. Parking breaker set, beacon is on. Right engine, so we have mixtures are rich, props are full forward. We are wide open on the throttle. Let's go ahead and put the boost pump to high. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, boost pump off. Throttle idle, crack it open. And let's go ahead and give ourselves a look around. How are we looking, Buster? You want to go ahead and give us a clear prop? Alright, Buster with a clear prop. We're good. Alright, ignition light is off. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle just a bit more. Alright, we're green in the oil pressure. We are positive on the oil temp. Bus volts are sitting at around 28, 26 to 28. It's looking good. We need to keep an eye on that. All good. Let's go ahead and get the left engine going. Mixture rich. Props full. Wide open on the throttle. 4 seconds on a pump. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Do that on high. Let's go ahead and kill the idle. Let's go ahead and put it to a crack open. Clear prop. Buster, you want to help? Nice. Here we go. Alright, let's advance the throttle. Green on oil pressure, positive on oil temp. Bus volts are sitting at 28. Ignition light is off. We have a good left engine start. Let's get the window. Let's get the avionics on. All right. good to go. Okay. All right, so we're 330 at 1230 statute miles, and we're broken at 015, 060, flight level 250. Or actually, it's not flight level 250, it's 25,000 feet above the ground. Okay, so and then we have 2984. Okay, 2984. How's the weather look at her? Yeah, look. So 190 at 19. We're broken at 010, 0105. Okay. Oh, QNH 1011. Right. Oh, we don't have a departure, so we're going straight. Flight level 210 today. Our altimeter's 84. 82. And there's 84. Attitude indicator. Backup is, how's it looking, Buster? Okay. Good. Okay, so when our standbys are looking good, how is our, we're slaved and aligned. Com radios. Yep. Same as last night. Perfect. Even our VOR is the same, which is good. And we'll leave it the way it is. Flight plan. Let's clear it. Clavy. Clavy. And that is it, folks. A bit more overland. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, 108 on the way out. The heater on. All right, how are we looking? Our comms are set. Our navs are set. We're set to GPS. We have our flight plan in the box. We have our chart set the way we want. All good. I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and see flight controls. Left, neutral, right, neutral, down, neutral, back, neutral, right, rudder, neutral, left, rudder, neutral. Flight controls are free and correct buster. Let's go ahead and click our taxi light. And transponder installed. Mixture, let's lean for taxi. We're going to come in on 3-4, right? Taking off at 3-4. KPUC traffic. Baron 712 Bravo Mike, taxiing to runway 34, hold short, Delta, KPUC traffic, KPUC, and I am hacking that up all the way. Brake test, brakes are looking good. Let's go ahead and set this to 108. Very clearly marked. I see Delta up here. And we will do our run up over here. Snow on the ground, snow on the ground. Alright, parking brake is now set. Let's go mixture. Rich. Throttle to 17. Throttles are now set to 17. Let's exercise the props. Want a 300 drop. Now we want to see the oil pressure increase. Here's the oil pressure increase. Left one, oil pressure increase. Here's the oil pressure increase. Now the right one, now we're stable back to 17. We want to see the full pressure increase. This is ever so slight. Yep, there it is. Just a slight little nudge. There it is. Ooh, way too much of a drop on the prop. I'll have to let it stabilize. Okay, on the right side, since that's not stable, let's go ahead and do our mags. Left mag. 50. Alright. Okay, it's about 100. Let's see a differential of 50 between any of them. Let's go left engine, left mag. It's 100. Looking at 100 drop. That's what I'm looking at. Now that we're stable back at 17, let's go back to right. And there we go. Another 100 drop. Mags are looking good. Go back to both. Engine or instrument air is in the green. Let's go ahead and check our alternators. Okay, left off, right takes up the load. Right off, bus takes up the load. Left back on, left is taking the load. Right back on. We're parallel. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and check our heaters. prop, we got load and amps, which is good. Windshield, load and light, load and light. Pitot heat, load and light, load and light. Now just load for fuel with a very slight bump. Stall warning heat, just load. Good. Windshield, we just do windshield. Do it again. There's the load and the light. Perfect. That's good. Let's go to manual. On surface de-ice, we're looking to the left of the prop knob. See, go to 18, the de-icing pressure, and we have a light, so we're good. Now let's hold it to, go to auto. We're going to see it cycle through. There goes the light. There goes the de-icing pressure. Cycle one more time. Good. Excellent. Alright, things are getting warmed up here. Okay, let's go to our pressure here. Wow, I never adjusted the pressure. Sea level. And we do 1,000 foot below sea level. We're set to 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and run the aircraft up. 20 on the RPM. Let's go ahead and pressure. Okay, we're pressurizing. Let's test the cabin. We should see the cabin descend. And there it goes. The cabin is descending. So we have good pressurization check. Let's go up and down. And let's cut our throttle back. Okay, let's go ahead and put the flap. Let's make sure it goes back up. Good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our autopilot check. So we have all the lights. All the lights are good. Okay. Now what I wanted to do, was that what I want to do? Yeah, let's go ahead and check. I don't see the light. Let's see if I can add. No. Oh yeah. The yoke's not turning. Which is not a good sign. Okay, let's turn the autopilot off. Let's release it. Now let's see if we can turn it on. Now I'm not getting the autopilot light. We're getting good flight director, but we're not getting the yoke. There it is. Autopilot light. Had to turn it off. Disengage. Heading. There we go. Right deflection on yoke and right deflection on flight director. Let's go ahead and deflect to the left. And there we go. We have left deflection on flight director and left deflection on yoke. Looking good. Let's disengage. Good. Excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead. What's this message? 108. Am I not at 108? Right there. How about that? I thought that would be 108. Time to get in the air. I think we're looking pretty good here, Buster. Alright. Run-up check is complete. Before takeoff, windows closed. GPS, comm, and nav radios set. Altitude pre-select set. Flight level 210. Heading bug set. Nav source GPS. CDI set 108. Elevator trim takeoff. Flaps. Takeoff. Cabin altitude selector. We're going to 21,000. So let's go ahead and so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're looking for the bottom number to be around 22. Try around 10,000 foot on the cabin, which is fine because we're going to fly level 210. So we're building us in a little bit of cushion. Alright, heater, how are we doing? 60 degrees? Not bad. Better than 20. Alright, fuel boosters. Let's get them to low. Pitot heat on. Icing, yeah, we'll put it on before we get to the layer. I don't want anything squirrely happening. I'm not going to do the surface de-ice, but definitely do the others. We'll get up there probably pretty quick. Transponder set. Weather radar goes to on now. Of course, I turned it off again. Landing lights. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights on. Strobe light on. Let's go. AC's off. We're good. Okay, before takeoff checklist is complete. Alright, let's go ahead and do a briefing really quick. So, Buster, we're going to be taking off for runway 34. We're going to rotate at 80. If anything, if we become destable or if we lose power before 80, we are going to cut the throttle and come to a complete stop. If we get into the air, we rotate, get positive rate. We're going to wait until we lose the runway. Once we lose the runway, gear goes up. Accelerate past 100. We'll put the flaps up. At 500 feet, we'll go ahead and dial back the props. At 1,000 feet, we'll begin our turn to the right, and to proceed on course, we'll probably turn to, let's go to 130. We're going to proceed to 130. Actually, let's do 140. We're going to proceed to 140. So right turn to 140 to get back on course. And once we intercept course, well, before that, once we get to about 1,000, 1,500 feet, we're going to dial back manifold to 36, climb out around 130. If we lose any engine, we're going left traffic. Any questions, Buster? Do it. KLIU traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike taking runway 34 for departure to the east. KLIU. Identified. Is identified. Alright, Buster. Takeoff briefing is complete. We are good to go. Let's make sure we got enough visual of our props. And I like it. Turn on. One last look. Engine instruments. Nothing squirrely. Boosters are low. The throttle to 30. Good. Full throttle. Your speed's alive. traffic. Bearing 2 Bravo Mike climbing through 2,200 feet. Clear of runway 34. KPUC. Bleeding away. Okay, climb checklist. Landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Prop sinks are on. Taxi lights off. Landing lights are still on as required. Lights are needle. Pilot on. Let's get ourselves back on course. Hold almost here. Alright, let's hit the nav. Okay, hit the nav. Let's go ahead and hit arm. 1700. I like it. Let's go ahead and let's do 1800 for now. We'll be out of the clouds. We've been running hot, so let's keep the cowl flaps open. But we can tell you what we're gonna do. We're not gonna close them all the way. We're gonna like keep them halfway. We've been running hot. Let's go 2,000 foot a minute. 9,000 feet. You no longer need the boosters. Good. Cabin air. Let's make it a little warmer. And cabin pressure. Climbing, we're doing good. Did I not pressurize? I thought I did pressure. And I thought I pressurized the cabin. Okay, let's go ahead and pressure. That's interesting. I thought I had pressurized the cabin, but we can do it now. Cabin is pressurizing. 2,000 per minute. Let's get our bug going. 43 minutes until Muswell. We're out of everything, so let's go ahead and turn our icing off. Leave heat on. -20 watch these knots decrease, and then we'll adjust our foot per minute accordingly. Just want to keep an eye on it. Looks like the six-cylinder is pretty warm too. Alright, here we go. 395, that's great. 388, okay, good. Good. 24 on the RPMs, 36, 37-ish on the throttle, on the manifold pressure, I should say. Alright, climb checklist is complete. Next up, cruise checklist. Alright. Standard pressure 1,000 feet. Going to Greenland. Yes, we are. Quick refuel and then off to Iceland. Q&H. Good little Q&H. Alright, so we have 1011 hectopascals. 1011, convert it. Okay, so that's 2985. Almost 86, but we'll leave it there. won't be much to see going from where we're trying to go. Going over the water here, so that's going to be coming up probably in about, I don't know, 100 miles. No, we'll definitely be over the water in about, let's just see. That's 200, so that's 100 up there. So 150, so about 75 miles we'll be over. That's a good vantage point to look at. Alright, let's go ahead and do some engine management. Dial back to 32. And let's get our airspeed to settle and stabilize. We have a cruise power setting. We like to go 32 on the manifold, 24 on the RPM. Once we're in the white arc again, we will then get to our EDM 760 and do a trim. Lean, not trim. Can't believe I said trim. Alright, we are fairly hot in here, or cold in here. It's 42. I gotta get my coffee. It's early on the Buster household. Okay, we are in the white arc, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a pre-lean. Use this mute so we can look at the EGT here, guys. You want to see it come up and spike, and then go start to go down. And there it goes down. So let's go back, and let's do the other side. One thing that we did not do was cow flaps. So let's go ahead and get the cow flaps up. Just recall that. That will have an impact on our CHT right now. I want to let things marinate for a little bit with our cow flaps being up. Let's warm up a little bit. Missed that in the climb. Okay, we've done our pre-lean. Let's go ahead and lean on. Okay, press the imaginary button in between to get to bridge and peak. Alright, now let's go ahead and do the right engine. Actually, you know what? Let's do the left engine first. And back to bridge and peak. Yep, here's lean and peak. How do I know? Because now the bars are coming down. We want to see last peak. lopsided. We're burning way more fuel on the left side. If anybody has any ideas, leave a comment. Pick it up on the next flight. In your experience, has almost a 2-gallon difference per hour on fuel flow. When you've gone lean of peak, what have you done to correct? Is that a big deal to you? Let us know. Buster wants to know. Alright, cow flaps are indeed up. 4-cylinder is 392, so it is not out of whack. I mean, but we're just so much hotter. Just the left engine's running hotter. I wonder. Yeah, you can see that. Left engine's at 97. So the left engine's just been having some issues for us, which is fine. Just gonna keep an eye on it. But that's a drastic, to me, that's drastic. That's a big difference in fuel flow to the point where we're going to have to equalize at some point. We're going to notice it. Because right now, you know, it's not much. You can see it's maybe, what, quarter of a gallon. But as our flight goes on, with the heater on, it's going to drain from the left. And the roughness of the left engine. Well, yeah, I don't even think roughness is a good word to use. We're just eating up more gas with the left engine. We're going to have to cross-feed. Cow flaps are up. Yes. Okay. Alright. Wow. Look at that. Airspeed. What is our knots? What are we doing across the ground? Oh, we're almost beating it. I mean, can we do 300 across the ground? 300. That's crazy. That's nutty. Almost 300 across the ground. Okay, let's go ahead and... By the way, we are not the northernmost airplane today. Pull it up. Here we are. Right here. That's us. We have, wow, Boeing 737. Here's the higher one. Oh, wait a minute. CL60. Wow. Did he like forget to turn? And then we have a Dreamliner 900 series. Going from Honolulu. Wow, what a track. Here's Honolulu to England. At flight level 410. I mean, man, what a track that person must have taken. Got a lot of people gonna overfly us. Going to England. Here's one. Man, you can see things are just popping today in Europe on Vatsim. Well, look at the one lonely Concorde going across. It's TNCM. Isn't that Saint Martin? Saint Martin. You remember Buster? Oh, Buster says this, so it must be. so we can say we did? Why not? We're in a simulator. 299. Another knot. $300. Wow. 300 kids. 300 on the ground speed. Zoom in on that thing. 300 on the ground speed. Nice. Okay, our first time in fuel check will be coming up in 10 minutes. Okay, so the trip was 2 hours and 19 minutes. So not much time. That's good. Fuel 382, 15 minutes of extra. So we're going to set the fuel. Flight planning always shows us as not burning enough. Right? Or it shows us as burning too much. I don't know. We'll figure this one out. And then we'll make the adjustment in the sim brief for the next flight. 20 flights in. Alternate is an hour away, so that's another 160 pounds. 45 minutes reserves, about another 100. So we need 675, which is 4 hours and 22 minutes. Added some time, 20 minutes for some taxi. So we were out the door at around 700 pounds, so that means we need 512. And there we go, an extra 3 hours. We're packing an extra 3 hours. Could we go straight to Iceland? We probably could. Maybe not. Yeah, we probably could. The problem would be if something were squirrely to happen on Iceland. I don't think the alternate scenario would be good for us to try to get to an alternate. I don't think there's any other alternates that are close enough and legal, so anyway. Sorry, we're looking at this. Here we go. I just realized we have Vatsim SimAware on there, so here we go. We're kind of like ETOP scenario to where we either go back or we go forward. And we have quite a bit of tailwind, which is interesting because wind components were plus 39, plus 46, plus 48. So we're showing ground speed of 220. We're 300. We're going to be way quicker. 46 minutes they wanted at Muswell. We're going to be there in like 32. So we're going to be 14 minutes ahead of schedule. And 1,061 pounds. Fuel's going to be fine. So we're burning more fuel. We're burning more fuel than what flight planning has us at. What we need to do is we need to adjust flight planning. We need to adjust flight planning to burn more fuel. 5% more fuel. I think that's a good starting point. So we'll make that adjustment in our SimRead calculator. Alright, we are now over to Agua. Farewell, Canada. I still can't believe we're this far north. Never would be able to do this in the Coronado PA-44 Seminole. I mean, this thing's a beast. Pressurized. I mean, it's just... Let's go ahead and get us, okay, we're 4 minutes away. Let's just write it down. So we're supposed to be there at 46 minutes and 1,046 in fuel. So we'll do the fuel burn thingy and we'll see what percentage we should adjust when we do that instead of just guessing. The capital of and most populous city in Greenland, an autonomous territory in the Kingdom of Denmark. Well, just learned two things right there. Small city on the country's southwest coast, it's a large fjord system is known for waterfalls, humpback whales, and icebergs. The waterfront is dotted with brightly colored houses against a backdrop of... can't even pronounce the mountain, but there is one. population in 2017, 17,635 people. But how do you pronounce it?
Nuuk.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Nuuk.
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 Nuuk. Okay. Good. Not sure if you guys heard that or not, but it's Nuuk. Alright, how are we doing on the fuel? What's the temperature at? Drip them over. Okay, time of fuel. Here we go. Alright, so we're 34 minutes. We're supposed to be there at 36. So we're plus 12. And then on fuel, we're, well, 1,031. We're supposed to be at 1,046. So we're 15 pounds. Yeah, we're 15 pounds under, and we're 12 minutes ahead of schedule. So, yeah, that shouldn't happen. It might need to be 10% more. Flight planning, we need to adjust flight planning to burn. Probably 10% more fuel. Well, I shouldn't really say that. I might stick with 5% just because it is what it is. We're at 10:31 and they wanted us at 10:46. Rather a little bit more pessimistic view than what's happening now on flight planning. Flight planning is a little too rosy of a picture on fuel planning. Gallon differential right now. 6 pounds. Lower on the left. Okay. Alright, when's our next one? Wow, Clappy's on 20 minutes. Alright, now that we screwed around with the engine a little bit. How are we looking? Oh yeah, everything's looking good. Okay. Alright, let's see what type of approach we need. 2-2. So we'll be coming in, we're VFR, so we don't need any lights. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Almost sea level. We have Pappies, 22. We do have a Pappy, 22. Good. Good. Okay. What type of approaches do we have? We have an RNAV. Fantastic. VETOX, 5,500 feet. Alright, let's make VETOX our initial. Let's select it. I'm good with it. Alright, let's go ahead and put it in. Cloudy straight to VETOX. We're good. We're still close to the ground. Back is probably the better idea, but I'm gonna say probably in another, once we get to Clavy, I'm pretty well sold that we're going forward if we lose an engine. Certainly. Definitely, because although there's no airports over here, I mean, yeah, you can land on ground, right? Much better scenario than landing on the water. It's very rocky though. But there was a glacier. Some pretty interesting stuff going on here. So I'd turn around and land on the ground if we had like a major emergency. But once we get to Clavy, to go back to the ground, to the land, versus going this way, given our ground speed, it's best just to go forward. Okay, we are in the Gander Oceanic. They were on earlier, but not now. So we would need oceanic clearance right now with all the big boys. And boy, we got them. A330s, 787s, 787s, 787, an A321 Neo, JetBlue. A330, 900, 777. What is this one? 78, 747. So we're just looking at what's crossing the pond. 14 minutes to our next time and field check. So at Clavy, we were already +5. Now we'll increase it to +10. Save airframe for the next flight. Okay, what does the next flight bring us? straight to Iceland off our next flight. Let me see what type of flight planning that would have. So what I'm doing, guys, just so you know, I'm going Nuuk. Nuuk. I'm going Nuuk.
Nuuk.
Nuuk. I'm going Nuuk. Location Nuuk. Ooh, that's a 4-hour trip. I like it though. I think that should be what we should do. Flight. Right now it's 4 hours and 10 minutes. Put the plus 10 on the fuel. Yeah, we're still good. Block is 5 hours. We're good. That's interesting. Is our point to where we are not going back, we're going forward, so it is kind of our ETOP scenario. So 314, interesting, there is, I wonder if we're picking it up. Let's see. No, I didn't think so. Alright, let's go ahead and get the tip tanks rocking and rolling. Let's get them into the main. And then we'll do some cross feeding. We'll get another cup of coffee. Got 8 minutes. 4 minutes to cloudy. The altitude that we're at, we're not really having to worry about other planes. But it's funny too because we're a little bit too north. But we're cooking. Give you an idea, there is a Beechcraft King Air doing 300 knots across the ground right now. We're 390. Interesting, huh? It's burning jet fuel. Just saying. Time and fuel check. Coming up. 2 minutes. I guess. Yeah. Alright, so we needed to be an hour and 15. So we're gonna be 20 minutes ahead. Excuse me. So let's just call it, we're gonna be plus 20. 20 minutes ahead, and fuel scenario. 949. We're supposed to be at 969. right now we're probably 2 gallons off. Yeah, about 2 gallons off. We'll just start taking from the right engine, or right fuel tank. That's their true airspeed, which is going to be insane. Let's just call it minus 40, around 2,100 feet, or 20,000 feet, so let's put it on. There it goes. I mean, good night. We're probably 250, 245 again, true airspeed. We have a Airbus 340 going to LAX. It's DHL, so he's doing some cargo. He is out here somewhere. He is leaving. Well, I'll show you. Here he is right here. Right there. Here's us. Here's him. Her. Alright, sports fans. That is puzzling to me. Don't see anybody going our way. That was different. Alright, now watch the sea. Puffy clouds and not a whole lot of aircraft around, so good time to take a coffee break. But actually, let's go ahead and do VETOX 5500. I feel like we're getting close. So let's do the math in our head. So let's just call it 6,000. So that is a 15. 21 minus 6 is 15. 15 times 4 is 60. 60 miles away. So 60 miles away from VETOX. That's what we're going to want. Yeah, so that's in about 108 miles. Yep. That's about right. That DHL passed us up pretty quick. like keeping north on the smaller one this way. Just shows us a little bit more perspective, but this one I like from the vantage point of the aircraft. This is more like our position on the map as we look at it. Gives me a little better, somewhat of a better orientation. We can always change it. Today, in the good old US of A, the day that we're filming this, it is Memorial Day. To give you guys a little bit of a hint as far as our cadence and when we roll the videos out. But our grateful appreciation to all of those military, not just US, but all of the men and women in the military have given their life to defend their freedoms and their countries. I know it's an American holiday. American recognition, Memorial Day. We're grateful. All right, here we go. definitely some sort of typhoon going into India. Wow. Place you want to kill an engine. Alright, so we're going to pull from the left until they're equal. See the right one. Excuse me, I'll pull from the right until they're equal. So we're going to pull this one until it's around 71.5. dial back the throttle. So we begin our descent into Nuuk.
Nuuk.
I wonder if we had that for the other airport. No. So we're descending 20,000 feet and we're cooking. So let's go ahead and drop back the throttle. So we're in the amber. Let's go ahead and get us to 800. Alright, we have an RMP runway 22. VETOX. Golf Hotel 401, 402, 403. And it looks as if we're 5,500, and then we're going to go ahead and descend to 4,400. And then we'll pick it up, our final approach fix at 3,200. We have 4,414 miles out. We have an LPV. It should be interesting. I think. We'll see what we've got. But if we have LNAV, VNAV like this, then we will have a decision altitude, which will be good for us. Our IAS on approach is going to be 91 to 121, so that's category B. Category B, so we're going to be 179, or excuse me, 879. But I tell you what I need to do now is we need to get ready. Some icing. Slush. And we need to get to standard pressure, away from standard pressure. They've updated, not yet. Okay. 2H. will be coming in. Decision altitude. Alright, that's 880. So let's just call it 900. So 403 is a mile from the threshold interest. Traffic, Marinette 712 Bravo Mike is 30 miles to the northwest, inbound for the RMP runway 22. Nuuk. Run drop to 4,400. Approach is interesting. Turn right. Direct 404 and turn right. dot and a half below. We're 11 miles from threshold. Nuuk traffic. Bearing 2 Bravo Mike is established on the RMP runway 22, 11 miles to the threshold. Nuuk. We should be established. We are established. Here we go. Right slope. Let's pull it back some. Wait on the gear. We're still 10 miles out. Let's wait on the gear until we get to 402. Alright, let's make sure our mixtures are rich. Props are forward. AC is off. Heater can be on. Good. Let's maintain 15. Alright, 1,200 feet is our target here. So our decision altitude is 1,200 feet. Okay. We're 8 miles from the threshold. Actually, we're further than that. Nope, we are 8 miles from the threshold. Forecast just approach. Okay, gear down. We have 3 green. Small airfield, so we're going to need all flaps. Leave the speed down a bit. I see the runway. Flaps full. Let's put a little more power in. Okay, gears down. Mixtures are full. Rich. Props are full. Everybody's looking good so far. Taxi light is now on. Everything is on. The interesting runway. Snowy for sure. Wow, what a view. It's pretty cool. Nuuk traffic. Bearing 2 Bravo Mike, 5 mile final for runway 22. Nuuk. Alright, so we have the air. We have it. We have what we want. So 1,200 feet is the altitude we want. Put offset here. in altitude, we're continuing. My aircraft. Good visual on it. Traffic bearing 2 Bravo Mike, short final for runway 22. No. Yeah, we got some trees in the way. We do not land. Fuck the old tree. So, connection lost. How's that happen? Hey man, I want to see the runway. There we go. Here we are. Here's the gas. Nuuk traffic bearing 2 Bravo Mike is vacated. Runway 22, taxiing to the ramp, fuel. Nuuk. Landing line. Let's go ahead and get all of our. A little wonky because of the tree, but oh, isn't that interesting? Lesson learned, kids. Where was it in the so I was pulling from the, I almost had a 10 gallon at 60 pounds, 10 gallon difference. We had 13 gallon difference. So, so definitely some instability there, self-imposed, because we were trying to get we just never moved the fuel selector back. So you could see the differential. That was definitely on us. On me. Yeah. I know, Buster. All right. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Alright, so at the end of the day, we have 770 pounds. We need 442 pounds. Let's put them in. Done. Okay, we've gassed up. Oh, it is cranking. The wind is cranking. And here we are. Oh, where's my light? Taxi light needs to come off. Panel light's off. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get a pushback. Well, before we do that, hey guys, we're going to go ahead and end the video right now before we start to Iceland. But we'll pick right back up on the other video right here at this point. So we'll do a warm engine start and we'll take off towards Iceland. So this is a quick refuel stop. Picked up 442 pounds. And away we go. That was self-serve. Let me just make notes to myself. And we are on our way to Iceland. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed the flight. You know, it's an interesting one. We crossed Canada to Greenland. So anyway, guys, it's been fun. Until next time, clear skies and warm tailwinds, and of course, Buster.